Do you ever wonder why, despite the fact that you're smart and intelligent, you find yourself overthinking and stuck in analysis paralysis? In this video, I'm going to share with you the psychological root behind overthinking, how it can destroy your confidence and undermine your actions. But most importantly, I'll share with you 5 simple steps to help you break free from it. And here's the thing. Overthinking is rarely an intelligence problem. In fact, intelligent people often overthink even more than the average person because their brain can conjure up an infinite number of what if and worst case scenarios. But overthinking is not even the real issue here. You see, overthinking is just your brain's attempt to protect you from uncertainty. It's an effort to find a perfect solution where there's no risk, no regret, and no possibility of failure. But guess what? Life doesn't work that way. There is no situation that does not require a sacrifice of some sort. And growth is understanding that every yes to something is a no to something else. There are no perfect solutions. There are only acceptable trade-offs. Most people think that overthinking means I want to be prepared for every possible scenario. But underneath that, something very different is actually happening. From a psychological perspective, overthinking is often a lack of self-trust disguised as analytical problem solving. It's an attempt to control things that may not even be within your control anyway. Uncertainty feels uncomfortable, so your mind tries to grab on to anything that it can. More information, more what ifs, more possible scenarios, more planning. But at a deeper level, what your mind is really saying is, I don't want to choose wrong because I'm not sure that I can handle whatever comes next. So your mind keeps searching for certainty before taking action. But certainty and control are an illusion in most areas of life. Relationships, career decisions, business, or even moving cities or starting something new. And the truth is, you don't get certainty before taking action. You get certainty after taking action. And that's a hard lesson to learn. But tell me if this sounds familiar. You face a decision, your brain starts analyzing. You identify a possible problem or a potential consequence, and you try to eliminate that risk. And then it generates even more possible scenarios and more possible problems. And eventually the decision feels so overwhelming and emotionally draining that you delay making the decision and stay stuck in analysis paralysis. The trap is that delay teaches the brain that avoiding decisions is safer than actually making decisions. And that's how overthinking and indecision become an ingrained habit over time. But every time you avoid taking action, self-trust goes down and anxiety goes up, and it makes the next decision that much harder. And this is how overthinking becomes a loop. It feels productive, it feels responsible even, but more often than not, you're just circling the runway rather than landing the plane. The truth is that trying to think your way out of overthinking is like trying to sniff your way out of a coke habit. It's never going to work because the thinking itself is the addiction. And the more that you overthink, the less you trust yourself. And the less you trust yourself, the more you overthink. And one of the biggest mindset shifts that you can make is recognizing that indecision is also a decision. And it has a hidden cost. Because while you're stuck in analysis paralysis, trying to decide the right move, opportunities pass, doors close, momentum disappears, and success slips by. And that's called the opportunity cost of inaction. And sometimes the price of staying safe where you are is higher than the risk of making a move. And the truth is that you either pay the price of making the decision or pay the price of staying the same. Most people overthink because they're trying to avoid sacrifice entirely. But life is about deciding which sacrifices are worth it. That's wisdom. And honestly, sometimes you make the right decision, and sometimes you make the decision right. Successful people don't always make the perfect decision. But while other people are stuck overthinking, they've made a decision, learned what worked, what didn't, and they've moved forward now 10 steps closer to their goal. It's often said that success loves speed. And the truth is that you don't learn anything sitting still. So what actually helps? Not more thinking, more action. But specifically, small decisions, fast decisions, and imperfect decisions. Because confidence isn't created by certainty, it's created by evidence. And your nervous system learns through experience. And every time you take action, survive discomfort, learn from your mistake, and adapt, your brain says, okay, well, maybe that wasn't that bad. maybe I can survive life without all of this certainty and analysis paralysis. That's how you build self-trust, not in theory, in action. So here are 5 tangible steps to help you stop overthinking. Number 1, set a decision deadline. If you give yourself infinite time, your brain will produce infinite possible scenarios. Decide, I'll make this decision by Friday, then move. Constraints reduce mental spirals. 2, ask yourself, what am I trying to avoid feeling? The answer is usually fear, regret, failure, embarrassment, rejection. Overthinking is often emotional avoidance disguised as logic. Number 3, stop waiting to feel 100% certain. Like I said, certainty is not a prerequisite for action. The most successful people are not the ones who are the most certain. They're the ones who are willing to make decisions despite uncertainty. Big difference. And number 4, build a bias towards action. Success loves speed, and the better you get at shrinking the time between idea and execution, the more successful you'll become. While one person is overthinking and waiting until they have all the answers, another person has made a decision, tried and failed, but learned 10 things in the process. You'll learn more from one launch, one attempt, or one shot than 6 months of overthinking. Ready? Fire, aim, take your shot. And number 5, learn to tolerate imperfect outcomes. A lot of overthinking stems from perfectionism, but understanding that even if things don't go perfectly, I'll find a way or I'll figure it out, changes decision making completely. At the end of the day, overthinking is rarely about the decision itself. It's about trusting yourself and increasing your capacity to deal with uncertainty. And the truth is that your life will change more from imperfect action than perfect contemplation. If this video resonated with you and you want more videos on confidence, mental resilience, and mindset, hit that follow button. And remember, the goal is not to eliminate uncertainty. The goal is to increase your capacity to make decisions despite it.